Roth, what up? Right here in the flesh, hanging out here on Vlad TV. Man, the Spaghetti Tree is interesting. It's been it's more of a, I guess we could say it's more of a professional album. You know, that might not be the right word, but we're starting to step out and work with producers and established producers at that. So we've got records like with Pharrell, we've got records with Ryan Leslie, Organized Noise are on there. We worked with Swiss Beats. We worked, you know, started to pop out. Sleep in the Bread Aisle, comparatively, it was like, you know, hanging out with my man Oren, and I love that. Oren and I were hanging out on the, like, sleeping on the floor, sleeping on couches, creating that album. So trying to find that balance between how much fun that first album was and keeping that connect, because when you heard Asleep in the Bread Hour, whether you liked it or hated it, you could tell when you listened to the music that it was fun and it was real. With Spaghetti Tree, I don't want it to sound like it's produced. I don't want it to sound like we're going into the studio with so-and-so and we're making their record. Like, it's got to continue to sound like, hey, we blended worlds and we're blending the two. So it's more of a challenge. This next album is much more of a challenge for me. That's why I'm taking my time with it. I'm not rushing anything. Obviously, you know, with Asher Roth being my real name and going through this kind of growing up through hip-hop, especially my most, like, you know, delicate years, 21, 22, 23, you just got to be really careful about how you present yourself. When you put your art out there to be publicly critiqued, it's very interesting. So you know, I'm not trying to just put out a song and get quick money and get out of here. You know what I mean? I want to put something together that's going to last, that people are going to appreciate, they're going to listen to, and they're going to break it down. Honestly, I personally love it when people take the time to critique every single one of the songs on the album. You know what I mean? That to me is like word. Even if they're just like, this song sucked, hated it, this is why. This song awful, hated it, this is why. It's because, all right, word. You're putting in energy to that. That's super important to the cause. Man, so the Spaghetti Tree, the title came real quick. It's, you know, one from just burning tree that makes you feel like spaghetti. And just like the fun party element of it, it's never going to go away. We're always going to enjoy. But also the BBC in the 50s did a practical joke when a teacher came back and said that my students are so dumb, for lack of better words, they are so dumb, they will believe anything. So they reported on April Fool's Day that spaghetti grew on trees and had thousands of people call in asking how to plant their spaghetti tree. And with that on that hand, and then the party element on this, it's just blending those two together for the Spaghetti Tree. Very warm, very fun, but also, yo, let's smarten up, let's prioritize and get headed in the right direction. And that's what you'll be hearing in the next project.
So who are the guest appearances on this?
You know, right now we're trying to sort it all out. We're still making a bunch of tunes. This is more of a just like we're just creating. It's not so much like, you know, an organized, hey, I've got 11 songs to work from, I need a party record, I need this record. It's like, forget all that. That formula, we threw it out the window. We're making the best music with the best people that, you know, want to be a part of it, not just, hey, can I get a quick check and get out of here. Like, it's not even about that. Anybody who knows anything knows that I have no budget at all. You know what I mean? Anybody within this circle of friends knows I'm working purely off a wing and a prayer. But yo, man, it's been fun. So like I said, we've got Pharrell that wanted to get down, Ryan Leslie, Organized Noise, so I just had the best time of my life working with them. 1500 or Nothing, my people out in LA who did Grind. Oren, of course, Oren Yoel. And I think that's it for right now. I mean, we did a record with Swiss, but we only got one, so Swiss knows that we got to do about 10 more. He knows that. And just a couple other cats that I really want to reach out to and see. I really want to mess around with will.i.am, and more on the joints and jams kind of vibe of things, not the oh my gods.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, Will is such a dope, special person, but he's really, really tough to get a hold of. But I think that him and I would do some funky stuff. So I still got my wish list of the Pete Rocks and the Q-Tips, and Tip and I have been able to link up, but we haven't been able to nail. We talk a lot. Tip and I always we talk. We don't work enough. But hey, that's the best part about this job, man. Just hanging out with some dope people, trying to make some dope shit.